Good afternoon, Pat. It's Brody here from Pacific Toyota. Now, I'm just here to give you a quick virtual tour of this lovely Toyota ZR Corolla that you've inquired on with me today. Now, a little bit about our dealership. I've just brought you out to the front of the yard here. This is our first pre-owned yard here at 77 Mulgrave Road here in Cairns. The other one's located about 2 kilometres down our main road at 235. Now, like I said, we do send most of our vehicles on trucks down south, so it's not uncommon for us to do. Now, I didn't want to do the video on the yard just because the guys are bringing in cars in the afternoon, so it's all full up. So I do apologise about any sirens or any road noise that might be behind me, but I'll work my way through the car. I've just given it a quick hose and a clean just so you know the exact condition of the car. So first of all, I wanted to start underneath the bonnet here, give you a perfect look under here. As you can see, it's all really clean. If there was any dirt or anything like that, it's very hard to get out. So you can even see the panels just behind the engine and everything. It's all very clean. And then under the bonnet here as well, all nice and tidy. So under the engine bay, first checked off, it's all nice and tidy. Now, coming through the bonnet and the front bar here, it does have a slight little stone chip just here. Now, anything like that, it can have brush touch. Now, the brush touches don't come up perfectly because it's a very hard color to brush touch. So I did just want to point that out. There's a very tiny little stone chip on the bonnet there, but as I mentioned, I'm being a little bit picky for you just because, like I said, I'd like you to know the exact condition of the car before it gets down to you. All right, down the front right-hand guard here, now it does have that little bit of a light blend from the black to the white, which gives it that nice black color on the roof. As you can see, heaps of tread on that front right-hand tire. Now, being the ZR, you get these alloy wheels, all nice and tidy. There's no gutter rash or anything like that on that first wheel there from what you can see. Now, obviously, as you can see, the front bar looks a little bit lighter than the rest of the car from there. That being, we might have painted the front bar if there was a scratch or anything on there or on the bottom, because sometimes these Corollas get a little bit close to the ground. Now, because the front bars in these are plastic and the rest of the vehicle's metal, they can't be painted absolutely perfectly, but I did just want to point that out. But as you can see, the front bar looks basically brand new. As you can see, it does have parking sensors in the front, so if you're driving forward and get too close to anything, they will beep at you as well. And as you can see for the ZR, they've got a beautiful front grille on them as well. No marks or anything through there. Now, coming through the front left-hand side here, all nice and tidy as well. Just a little bit of dirt and grime down there that's coming off with my hand. Heaps of tread on that front left-hand tire as well. And again, no gutter rash or anything around that front left-hand wheel. All right, coming up through the windscreen now, there's no chips, cracks, any damage or anything like that through there from what I can see here. Now, as I mentioned, we have reduced this car. It was a little bit more than that. I think it was $33,990 originally. The guys have just marked it down from $31,990 to $29,990. All right, now going up through the roof here, as you can see, just from the reflection of the Pacific Toyota signs there, the roof's absolutely really clean. There is a little bit of a bird poo that's eaten into the paint just there that I wanted to point out. Now, that's a very hard one to repair, so we leave that. You can't really see it from a distance, but I just want to point that out so you know the exact condition like I mentioned. But as you can see through here, no hail damage, no dents, no major scratches, anything like that. The rest of it looks absolutely beautiful. All right, through the rear bar here, all nice and clean. Now, you do have rear parking sensors and the reverse camera back here, which obviously is going to help you park. You do have your ZR and your Corolla badge on the back there as well. All nice and clean through there. Now, coming down to the left-hand rear tire here, heaps of tread on that one as well. They look like near new tires all 4 round. Now, all really clean through that wheel as well. No gutter rash, anything like that through there. Coming up, I'll go through the top here. Now, obviously, like you said, you've got that black over the doors as well, which looks absolutely amazing in these ZRs, which is probably a good feature that's probably drawn you to them, as well as the black mirrors through there, which are extremely clean. Now, coming through the passenger's left front door, I can see there's been a bit of a stone chip that's been touched up there. Now, like I said, not absolutely perfect, but I did just want to point that out to you. So they just try and blend it in as much as they can. Coming through the back left-hand side, no marks or damage to that one there. Now, I'll pop open the boot before I work my way down the right. Now, obviously, we open our boots during the days, so it does get a little bit dusty in here. Now, that will get fully vacuumed and cleaned before going on a truck as well. There's no rips, tears, any damage or anything like that. It does also have one of these boot mats that basically fold out so you can try and not scratch the rear of the boot there as well. And like you can see, most used cars will have a lot of scratches and stuff on there, but that's really, really clean. All right, now working my way down the right-hand side here. Rear tyre on the right, so all four wheels and tyres really, really good and clean. No gutter rash or anything around that wheel either, so they're all nice and tidy as well. So coming up through the back here as well, again, like I said, you've got that black roof on the side here, which is in great condition too, and obviously that black mirror as well. All right, coming down the driver's side door, that one's all nice and clean. Same with the passenger rear right-hand door as well, so there's nothing I can really point out through those two. Jumping into the interior, now the vehicle doesn't have window tinting. It does have a darker glass in the back here, which is what we call a privacy glass. They came brand new like that. Now obviously it doesn't work the same as window tinting, it just blackens the window. It doesn't give you that UV protection, and it doesn't have it in the front either. Now there's a couple of light little marks just down on the door there, probably from kids or anyone in the back. And obviously if someone's been on a test drive, they might have, as there's just a bit of dust in the back here, but obviously that's on the carpet floors, the carpet mats that are protecting those carpet floors. So you can see they're extremely clean under there, and they will get vacuumed up before you'd obviously pick the car up. Now, as you can see, it's got the partial leather, partial vinyl through the back here, all nice and tidy. There's no rips or tears. There's a very light little scuff that you can barely even see, but like I said, I want to be as picky as I can for you so you know the exact condition. And through that black roof as well, all nice and clean. A little bit of a string up there, so that's going to come straight off. All nice and clean otherwise, and they have that little dip in the front there to give you a little bit more head clearance. Obviously myself, I'm fairly tall, and obviously it's a great feature to have in those Corollas. Now, another thing I wanted to point out, I've got the key in my pocket. It is a keyless entry, so I can lock the car by pressing that button there, fold in mirrors, and then when I come to unlock the car, I just open the door like that. Opens up nice and easy. Driver's side door card is in extremely great condition. You've got that bit more of a comfortable armrest through here. Mirror and window controls just there. And again, like I said, I do apologize. It might have been taken for a test drive. That's why it's a little bit dirty on the mat, but it will get vacuumed for us. So electric seats in the front with lumbar support as well. And the driver's seat through here, it's in good condition. There's a little bit of wear, obviously being a pre-owned car, but that's as you're going to expect it, obviously. And the passenger seat's in great nick, and same as that passenger side with the floor mat over there. All nice and tidy. Now, obviously they're a great design in these Corollas, so I'll just jump in and give you a quick rundown of everything. Start the car up. I'll obviously jump out of the car and give you a quick rundown with the engine on as well. Push button start, so I just have to have the key in my pocket to start the car. Now, this car unfortunately only has the one key, so I did just want to point that out in the video. We don't have a spare key for it. Now, coming through the dash here, obviously it's got the big digital dash being the ZR. All right, so 62,596 kilometers, and your digital speedo and everything, like I said, in the middle there. Now, no engine warning lights, anything like that on the dash there. Steering wheel through here is in extremely good condition. Now, some of these do start peeling, but this one looks like it's perfect. So other than like a little mark here, there's no peeling, anything like that can happen in these Corollas. Now, it does have the paddle shift in the back behind the steering wheel. On the steering wheel, you've got your Bluetooth buttons and controls and your cruise control down the right-hand side. Now, it does have that adaptive cruise control that will lock onto the car in front of you as well, using those, obviously, dials and all the camera systems up through here. All right, coming through here, all nice and clean through the dash. It does have that heads-up display as well, so you can see your speed, the speed limit, and obviously the radar for the cruise control as well up there. All nice and tidy through the rest of the dash. You do get your JBL speaker system as well, being the ZR, so an upgraded sound system. Obviously you got that JBL there. Does have your maps and everything already integrated, Bluetooth, everything ready to go. You've got your aircon controls, so fan speed, temperatures and modes, icy cold aircon as well. Got that push button start, the obviously heated seats through here on both the front seats, and then obviously your wireless charger as well under there. So they don't have them in any other Corollas as well. Got your traction control and your sports mode, as well as, like I said, when I put this car into reverse, you get that extremely clear reverse camera with those guidelines, and then your parking sensors as well. Now, it does have the automatic handbrake, so as soon as I put this car into reverse or drive, that handbrake comes off, and as soon as I put it back into park, it turns that handbrake back on as well. You do have a couple of cup holders where I've stored that key through the vinyl through here, a little bit of a black interior, and that leather center console as well, which gives you that 12 volt and another USB point in there. Now, the last thing I'll go through is the service history. It's going to be a main important part on telling you basically how the car has been maintained. So going through here, it looks like this car was originally in New South Wales when it was first purchased from brand new, and then made its way down to us. We do buy cars all over Australia, so we might have bought it straight from New South Wales, or we might have purchased it off someone who drove to Cairns and then traded it in with us. So it's got that first service there. They're due every year or 15,000 kilometers. So first service, second service on time, third service there as well, which is all it's been due for. It would have had the one done at 60,000. I reckon I've just got to get the guys to stamp that book. So I believe we would have done the most, so it doesn't look like we've done the recent service, but that will get serviced before we would sell you the car, because we do service every car if it is due. So I would love to obviously do that for you as well. So no need to follow me up on that. I will get that sorted. And then if you do proceed to buy the car, I'll show you that as well. So it has been through our mechanical checks, but they just haven't done that service. So I will touch base with my mechanic workshop tomorrow, Monday, because they don't open on Saturday, and get them to service the vehicle as we would usually do on every vehicle that's due. All right, I hope you have enjoyed the virtual tour. As you can see, I have pointed out the car perfectly as well. Now, obviously, as I mentioned, we pride ourselves on the cars that we do sell. So I hope you have enjoyed the virtual tour, and I can't wait to hear what you think. Thanks again, mate. Cheers.